What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Lineman Life Live. It is the Week 17 Tiermaker stream. I am your observant lineman, Uche Waneri. You're Nathan Tree here with us, 5 Point Videos, and my man Justin Blaylock, former guard for the Atlanta Falcons.
What it do?
Fresh off the COVID list.
Fresh off.
Back in the game.
How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? How was it?
Just cleared protocol.
Just cleared the protocol. What variant did you have?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure it was the Omicron because it was very, very mild. I was talking to the guys a little bit before we got on here. I think the lead up to the actual shot was worse than my symptoms. It was very tame, very, very tame.
That's good. That's good to know at least.
Yeah. Temperature never spiked. I was a little congested for maybe 2.5 days, but that was the worst of it. I was still working out, doing my daily thing, short of being around people.
Yeah, most def.
That's good news.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's good news, dude. Because you traveled for Christmas, so you got to be real careful, especially in this traveling period of time. But between Christmas and New Year's, everybody's moving around. So I was in Atlanta. I was in the airport in Atlanta and going to Dallas, and dude, that shit was like.
Did you gear up,
I walked into I have a Clear account, right? So with Clear, you skip the security line, right? Bruh, let me tell you though, the line in Clear was longer than the security line at Hartsfield.
People caught on.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And everybody has pre-check in Hartsfield.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm there.
I thought Clear would be the answer.
Yeah, I'm there like almost an hour and a half before my flight, dude. And I walked. Dude, Justin knows Atlanta's airport. The amount of walking you have to do just to get to the security check.
I used to live
from
in that
and that's parking in the daily parking garage, which is right across the fucking street from the airport. It's literally you just walk
60 bones a day, some shit like that.
Dude, you would need the daily rate. It'd be like it was like Oregon Trail. You got people just a line of people just sweating, chugging their feet. And I'm in there sweating. I got a hoodie on. It's cold outside. As soon as
right.
That's the worst.
Warm as hell
because it's hot as fuck inside.
It's hot as fuck in that airport.
It's got to be 75 degrees.
I'm like
always.
People looking like, hey, what's wrong with this dude?
They like, are you sick? I'm like, no, I'm fucking big motherfucker sweating in this hot.
350 pounds, man. What do you expect?
I
just walked a mile and a half.
6 layers of clothes on, and they're just like chilling with their mask on. And I have my mask on, right? So it's like, bro, the heat, it was just reverberating off my face. I was just like, you're all about to witness a man in his ugliest of forms in the airport. The airport is so fucking crazy in Atlanta. I hate it. Anyways.
I used to ride planes weekly. Like every week I was on planes, man. It's awful. That was before
Atlanta's airport is the worst airport. And look, TSA in Atlanta, you don't fuck with them. Yeah. They will whoop your ass.
Yeah,
they will talk shit. They don't give a damn about nothing you talking about. Sir, shoes off. I'm in Clear. I thought we didn't have to take our shoes off. Yeah, sure, sir, shoes off. I'm not gonna say it again. Whose bag is this? Man, roll they shit down all hard. Like, God, you hate your job?
Man, when my bag gets pulled, I'm always like, what the fuck?
My bag got pulled. The dude looked at my shit for like 2 seconds. He was like, man, you good? And he just walked off. I'm like, bro, I could have had a bomb in there. You would.
Right.
He literally did not do his job right in front of me.
It gets pulled for like some deodorant or some like a bottle of cologne. And cologne. Like, you ain't see the edibles I had. Hey,
bro, I got a story about that. I don't know. I'm not going to tell it because it could definitely be considered potentially. It wasn't me, but.
So many amendments.
I know somebody.
Some guy named Che.
It could potentially be something that could be considered in some states or in the United States of America, maybe slightly illegal, maybe. But I don't know. I mean, if you fly with, some edibles and some trees that you got in California to Atlanta, and you go through the security checkpoint, and they look at your bag and they don't do anything, and they let you go, is that illegal? They didn't do their job.
Right.
I mean, federally, you could consider that trafficking. You cross state lines with,
there you go.
THC in your bag. Now, this wasn't me. But it was somebody.
The guy I read about.
Right.
I think I read about this guy.
Friend. About the same height and size, right? Your friend.
No. Key here. This guy, he was white.
So okay.
He got through that shit.
Well, yeah, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, sir, you
forgot your bag."
Yeah, sir, you left your edibles here.
Bro, he's my homeboy. This dude is cool, like preppy, preppy white guy, right? Mm-hmm. But he's a DJ too, so he's like, he does all kinds of EDM stuff. So yeah, of course, right? So this cat literally, I mean, he hits me up. He's like, "Hey man, I'm back from California. I got some goodies with me. You want to come over and hang out?" Like, goodies? So yeah, I got some edibles. He sent me a picture, and it was like his whole island in his kitchen covered with little packages of like things you get from a weed shop in LA or California, anywhere in the state. And I'm just like, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Roll something up, motherfucker. Do it. But anyways, yeah. So,
dude,
well, we really went off the rails there.
Listen, well, I got a quick story. I'm just saying, I had a friend too. I had a friend. Let's just say he's white. All right. Just assume that he's white. This guy that I know is like the James Bond of smuggling edibles.
Oh my God.
Like, he in Washington State bought these caramels and then rolled them into the exact shape as other bought a bag of actual caramels, then bought the hot ones and then rolled those into the shape of the other and then rewrapped them, put them back into the bag of caramels, resealed it.
That motherfucker had a plan.
Also, my friend bought some square ones that you can get. They're called Juanas, I think, and replaced an entire pack of Starburst with those and rewrapped them all. Got to the airport, was with a coworker, and saw the dogs at
bail.
Ooh.
And I was like, I mean, my friend was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
you knew that was coming.
Clip it. We'll clip self-replace him.
And I was just like, "Well, they're sniffing for something, but they gonna bust me now because I'm in the line. I'm not going back to. I'm not tossing this shit. Like they gonna get my friend."
Yeah.
It went. The dog went right by my bag, sniffed it, and just kept going. I guess it was sniffing for a bomb or something because they're like they got better things to do. If they busted everyone that had Eddies on them, they would be arresting people all fucking day. All day.
They'd need a whole new terminal for that shit.
Everybody got weed on.
Yeah. They'd have to have a court in the airport.
Yeah, they would have
like how they had it. Like they had it Veterans Stadium. Hell yeah.
The rule is just don't be a dick. Don't take a pound of weed on the plane with you. Like, if you have a handful of the shit, fine, whatever. Like, we don't care. Don't be a dick. Because then we're going to have to bust you. Like, we just can't let a pound of weed go by.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I mean,
no. Don't be an asshole. FedEx is also your friend. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. FedEx, they don't always, they don't really check like that.
They don't have time to. I worked in the trailers. I know that they just don't have time to sniff. They're like, if you want to bring your dogs in here, you're going to shut down this whole fucking thing. So it better be worth it.
It's going to be RICO cases going out to a lot of people. Anyway, all right. So as everyone knows, sad news in the NFL, in the sports world, as a matter of fact. Yesterday, passing of an all-time icon in sports broadcasting, the quintessential like blueprint for what a good sportscaster is in the NFL for certain, and maybe across all sports. John Madden passed away at 85, unexpectedly, they say. So something happened. He must have been, it must have been a sudden decline in health, or I don't want to speculate, but of course, 85, something can happen.
Sure.
and
he
he's no longer
been in the
with us.
public eye for a long time.
I was about to say, yeah, he's kind of off doing his own thing.
He kind of retired after that Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
against with Pittsburgh and Arizona.
Yeah, he had mostly been doing like
last broadcast,
occasional things, but like nothing long term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody here, everybody watching, I'm sure, has a part of their childhood that belongs to John Madden. Like, boom, see this lineman here? I mean, his O-line breakdowns were the greatest things ever because it's like the dude just ran a zone to the left, and he says, "You see this, guys? You see his left leg? You see how his heel's on the ground? That's what you got to have. You got to have your heel on the ground, and then boom, you step with your first foot. Boom, you step with your second foot, and you make contact. And that's how Larry Allen pancakes over 90% of the defenders. I mean, you talk about boom, you get it done, and then of course, tough acting Tinactin.
Yes,
boom, tough acting Tinactin. Like he was like the first. I think at least in my lifetime, he was the first broadcasting superstar. Like
I'd say so.
Oh yeah,
everybody.
Yeah.
Like him, Summerall,
you knew you were
Cosell, maybe.
But like
Cosell was a big superstar
but I mean,
too. But
he was
Madden
all sports, really.
Madden. Cosell did all sports.
Yeah,
Madden was just football, and he stayed in that lane, and he was just great at it. And that was what set him apart. The thing I liked about his explanation was like he made it generally appealing for everyone. And you knew, even though he made it simple, like oversimplified football, that's great because
he knew X's and O's. He still knew.
Right. Sometimes when you hear Cooper Kupp like over explain how he caught the ball, like it's not for everyone. I love it, honestly, for me as a hardcore football fan. But like Madden made the game simple and appealing to everyone, and that was one of the great things about it.
If you're looking like me, like when I was a kid, like with football, you think like, oh, John Madden, like he appeals to a generalized audience too. Like when you're like an 8 to 10-year-old kid, he can decipher the game in a way that you can understand. If you're in your 20s and 30s, and you can decipher in a way you understand 60, 70-year-old people and the way you can understand. So it's in every man mentality. It's a personality that translated well to the camera. And I think he meshed well with the dry commentary of Summerall. And he unfortunately did kind of fall off by the end, but that happens to everyone. Like if you saw him in his heyday, him and Summerall, like that was premium broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I mean, I watched a video on Twitter where he explained why the Gatorade coolers were set up the way they were in the Super Bowl. And this guy, I mean, he literally, it was sex ed. Sex ed is what he gave on TV during the Super Bowl. He said, see, this Gatorade container here, they got two right here, right? They got two. Normally, they got one for the head coach. They got one for a player. Though, so this one's going to go to the head coach. This one's going to go to the player. And he circled them and put A and B. And then he says, but this one over here, you see, there's a third one here. Well, these two over here, this was the mama and these the parents. This is the mom and the pop. They had a kid, and now they got a third Gatorade. They got a third Gatorade tank over here. And that one is going to be for whoever they choose to dump it on by the end of the game. And that's the story of how you got 3 Gatorade jars on the table on the sideline during the Super Bowl. And it's like, that was entertaining. That was like a story. Like,
I watched a 5-minute video on him about him as a coach, and I didn't realize, because he was before many of our times that he was like Andy Reid for a while. Like they got to a bunch of AFC Championship games, could never break through. Finally did it in Super Bowl 11, got it done, and he was just, I think he. Didn't he retire like shortly after that, or maybe
a couple years
after? He won the big decade or so.
Like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, he didn't coach very, very long.
And he had a 75%. Yeah,
75% highest winning percentage.
Yeah, he's got like the second highest winning percentage in NFL history for.
Could have been overtaken by Belichick, maybe, but
I mean, who the fuck got it?
Pretty fucking good.
You know who got it? Fuck him.
Bill Belichick gonna go down as probably the greatest when he's done. I don't think anyone is gonna.
What do you think? You think he's better? You think he has a? I mean, obviously, Bill Belichick with Super Bowl trophies is undeniable. But do you think he was better for the game of football than John Madden was? John Madden is part of the reason why the NFL became mainstream.
I would say he's probably one of the 5 most important people in the history of the NFL. Getting it as popular,
a big part
and
of making Monday Night Football and making Sunday marquee games as huge as they were. Like
him and Pat Summer. Many people that had more to do with what the NFL is today.
Pete Rozelle would be on there because he just changed.
Of course.
Lamar Hunt together changed.
I would say probably. I'd throw Paul Brown in there just because of how he revolutionized coaching.
Al Davis really changed the game. Like his attitude, his holding pat on the AFL. How he did things. I think there's a very small.
It's a short list.
A very small circle of names that are the pillars that really held up the NFL.
Yeah, like Goodell to me is not someone else could have done what Goodell done.
Anybody
I wouldn't say he's revolutionized any aspect of
he hasn't
the game. Like
he just
for the honors.
He just didn't fuck it up. It's like Bill Clinton, his presidency. Bill Clinton's job was to not fuck up, and he did that. Except for he got his dick sucked in. But Goodell Goodell's had some black eyes. You just look at Pete Rozelle's tenure. He really got to avoid a lot of the negative things that have come up now. There wasn't concussions. What? Injuries, player safety.
What was a concussion back then? They didn't know. They didn't even care.
A concussion is 1 week in your back. All these guys got it with social media.
They called that cutting your clock clean. That's all they called it.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Get the cobwebs out, son.
Got his bell rung.
Get the cobwebs out.
That's it.
It's just Madden again. And then there's the career after coaching, and after just the Madden game itself is so synonymous with, entertainment. There's people that made their living that make, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year because of Madden and his vision. And they'll never be professional athletes, even close, but they make money off of his video game, and it's amazing what he did, how he pioneered on a whole industry, really.
And while we're talking about that, the game itself, which, I think most people who play Madden know that Madden that comes out and that's been coming out the last 10 years has been garbage. It hasn't been a good game. It's gotten worse. It's filled with glitches, filled with issues that just really, it's not even a simulation football. You can win games with players in wrong positions. You can the person who won the last year's Madden championship, he won the entire tournament without throwing a single pass. He had a field goal kicker as his quarterback.
Or punter.
Punter. He had a punter, a left-handed punter as his quarterback. He had Sweetness as his running back, and he had a 99 offensive tackle at tight end who he would line up a receiver. This dude beat every single player in the Madden tournament without passing the ball one single time. That's like a travesty. It's ridiculous. So
now I will say this: the guy that won it was talented. He read his blocks. He was like Maurice Jones-Drew, reading the blocks and cutting through. But still,
it's not on Madden. On Madden, it's not like you're it's all animation based. So you just
if you find a
animation,
glitch,
there's going to be a lane there. You just run.
But I gotta think that John Madden, if he was aware of that, must have been ashamed. He must have been this is not what I thought this game was supposed to be, because that's what his goal. He wanted it to be real. He wanted it to be 11-on-11 football. And what's so disheartening with EA is that as processor speed and power and graphics has improved, the game has gotten worse.
It's gotten worse.
Right, I don't get that. It's not as fun. In Madden 2002, the first version for the PS2 was a rough game. You couldn't run between the tackles. And then they fixed that in 2000. But when 2004 came out, that was a perfect game.
That was the pinnacle of Madden, I think.
Yeah, they had tweaked all the problems. They had made it so that strategy was important, and they didn't have all the glitches that they had in the mid 2010s of hot blitzes or nano blitzes and
you know why that is, right? That's because there was no patches that you could release. For the game. After it was released, that was the game. So you would play against your buddies, and you would find little glitches here and there that you could exploit, and whoever was the best at doing it would win more. But the next year, they had to fix that. Like,
the
game had to be complete. There was nothing to add to it.
Once online play happened, though, that kind of ruined the game, because when you could see what other people like, so I saw this glitch the first game I played online. This guy was using Randy Moss in 2004. And he would call for the player to was it when you call the receiver over? Motion. He would motion the receiver and then snap it when Moss was between the right guard and the right tackle. And he was in a corner route. So what he would do is he would run through the line between the right guard and the right tackle and then run a corner route, and the defender would like try to block like the tackle or something, like, and so he would be free, like completely wide open all the time. The defense couldn't deal with it, and it was like a glitch beyond a glitch. And I was like, all right, this game's starting to get bad. Like, people have figured this out.
I mean, dude, you can still run double drags in that game, and they can't be covered. The drag route still cannot be covered in Madden 22. It can't be covered.
The only way to cover it is to bring everybody down and put them like 5 yellows down in front, and
to try and spy or try and do the short zone. But they're going to run. They're going to throw it to the corner route on the outside, or the they got the corner routes going outside.
Trust me, I played so much freaking Madden, and we had a crew of people that all we did was try to figure out glitches. Like, I had this one play where all I had to do was read one defender. If he stepped to the left, it was a zone. If he stepped to the right, it was man, and I knew it. I was like, right at snap. All I had to do was watch out for a blitzer.
And it's crazy. Even with all the problems that the latest Madden games have had, that game is still a pillar of the entertainment world.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Play 2K?
If we could play 2K, we would. 2K was better than Madden.
Yeah, maybe in the years to come, which is sad that the Madden will actually get heat from a competitor, but it's sad that exclusive deal made it so that it's unfortunate that it's sort of the anti-goal of John Madden.
Right.
Yeah, like it's directly it goes directly against competition to force companies to innovate, and for the sport, the biggest sport in the world that's based on competing at a high level. Like, competition is the actual core principle of football. Like, competing. Like, so how are you not going to allow other companies to make a game that is about competing so that they can compete for sales? I mean, there was always that debate when I was, when 2K was in its last year, when they dropped that game for $20, there was that debate. Is this what's better? Because now 2K came out 2 months earlier for $20, and it was better than Madden.
The cats were still
First time Madden dropped their price within 2 months of releasing their game. They dropped the price.
Game Day 2 on PS1 competed with Madden as well, and that had actual like smart AI. Like, you couldn't call the same plays over and over. Like, eventually the AI would catch on. In Madden, if you keep calling, slant right, the defender never catches on. He's like,
he doesn't realize that's the guy he's supposed to cover in the zone.
What am I supposed to do? The same wooden animation. It's just crazy. That's why I started my channel was originally a Madden channel, and I got so mad at the game I just couldn't play it anymore.
I can't even tell you how many controllers I broke. How many controllers I put through the wall because of that damn game. Like, what the fuck?
I would lose a game on some bullshit and just be upset for the whole afternoon, and I'd be like, why am I thinking so much about this game? Like,
oh, dude, it would burn your soul.
Was college.
It would
like college
your
Madden
entire essence.
That was it.
Yeah. So now all I play is Call of Duty because I can't take the mental stress. I played EA hockey, and that was too much as well.
I stopped playing Madden. Like, I have some live streams for people in chat. I got live streams of me playing Madden, like 19 and 20. They ain't pretty. They're not pretty. You see a lot of fucking ridiculous shit happening.
By 8-year-olds
getting dusted, and I'm like, I'm good at the game, but it's like, bro, I don't use exploits. I just
it's got to be frustrating though. So you guys know football. Like I don't know like I knew how to put together an offensive scheme and things like that. But you know the answer for the specific.
Yeah, I know the answer for things
each play
you're trying to do.
And when you call it and it doesn't work, and you're like, what?
Right. It doesn't work because the game just doesn't actually understand the logic of the defense that it's supposed to be running, or the offensive play and how it's supposed to be blocked. Like it just doesn't understand it. It's crazy.
It was tough, man. All right, I'm done. I'm done thinking about Madden.
Yeah. We're done dunking on Madden football. Yeah. But I think that this is an important thing to bring up because there's an asshole on Twitter who decided he was going to have himself a go at Madden. And I mean, literally, the entire world is dunking on this guy's head right now. Everyone is tearing this bum to shreds. This guy, Dr. Andrew McGregor.
I am surprised that tweet is still up.
Yeah, I mean, I saved the picture, so on my post, that's where it was on here. But this is crazy. This guy, and I'm going to read the tweet, and then we'll talk about it. But this is something that, I mean, it's uncalled for because of the timing. Obviously, why would you even say something like this? Less than 24 hours after the man has passed away. But, this guy, everybody got their opinion, right? Everybody got their opinion. You can say what you want, I guess, right?
This dude got ratioed so hard. Like, I'm looking at it now. 15.5K quote tweets to 637 likes.
And only 500 likes.
Yeah, he's getting buried. Good.
Yeah, he's getting
It's a terrible tweet, and he should be ashamed of it.
It might be the biggest ratio, number for number, maybe ever in Twitter history. Shit.
So funny.
Anyways, this guy says, I have lots of opinions on John Madden. The creation of the Madden video game was not a great development for the U.S. Like, that sentence by itself is like, is that really how you want to phrase that? Not a great development for the U.S.?
Are any video games a great development for an entire country?
Yeah, like, is that actually something people consider? Oh, this game, it's going to change the way society operates.
I don't think EA went out, with that in mind to, change the course of the
entertainment.
It's a fucking video game, man.
Literally, entertainment, literally. It further glamorized violence and dehumanized black athletes, helping to establish plantation cosplay that has grown worse in the era of fantasy football.
What does it do to white athletes?
Distanced. Oh, man. This is like laughable to even read. The video game distanced the reality of the violent sport from fans and transformed human behaviors into artificial numbers and simulations. It glamorized athletes using their name for profits while encouraging fans to disregard the humanity. Madden built a digital plantation. What the fuck?
Because he personally developed this video
game. Man, every time I booted up Madden, I always put on my bolo tie.
You know what I mean? Hey,
got my little whip out.
Some people will say there's no such thing as bad press. This is probably the most looks this guy's ever got in his life.
I put on my seconds of flames,
not even fame.
That's
anytime you call yourself a doctor and you're a PhD, you need to shut the fuck up, okay? You are not a doctor. You would not know what to do if someone's choking. Like, you'd be like, I got this. I'm a doctor. What do you got? A PhD? Get the fuck away from me. Get me a nurse or an EMT, but get your fucking PhD academic ass away from me.
Sorry, he's got a doctorate in bullshit. That's all he's got. So you know what? As I said this in the pre-stream, the fact that this man has a doctorate in anything is a damning testament to the American education system.
He's a teacher.
You cannot spew that kind of dog shit on my screen talking about digital plantations and plantation costs.
Digital plantation.
Like
digital plantation. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't even
know.
What
are you really talking about?
But the fact that he said that and was able to go through school and all that stuff and not being caught, like, what?
I mean, I'd like to see his dissertation, because if this is how his thought process is, then shit, I'd hate to hear what he has to say about basketball.
He's the kind of dude that's going to make an hour-long YouTube video about the hidden racism of Madden football or some stupid stuff like that. That's what it's probably going to be.
I wonder how he plays Sim Farm or Sim City. He's just like, this is so bad for America.
Disgusted. Oh, I'm disgusted with this. I want to call. I'm calling their corporate number, and I'm going to talk to their manager. I'm going to send a very pointed and accurate tweet to display my displeasure.
I mean, if he wanted to say like GTA, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is.
I mean,
listen,
dude, they've done studies on this shit. Video games don't cause violence.
Changed America, because I would have never thought to beat up the prostitute after paying her. That was a step that they
beat her up and take your money back.
I was like,
you're supposed to wait till you get out of the car, run her over, and then pick up the money.
Yeah,
and then run her over.
This was an option. If I'd have known,
I mean, it's not even sex. You just tilt the car back and forth.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
and then you just sit there like, eat.
Dude, this dude has got to be low cal of the week on the next.
Dude, here's the other thing in the tweet where he says, it further glamorized violence and dehumanized black athletes. So Madden brought back black athletes to so many white kids' homes. I'm sorry, but
made superstars out of them.
Right. Nobody loved Michael Vick more than because of Madden.
Nobody.
Yes, Madden was Vick was amazing on the football field.
Cheat player.
Yes, he was a cheat code.
Yeah.
Like
the
only other one is like Bo Jackson in Tecmo Bowl.
Right. If black athletes weren't featured on the cover, but the majority of covers, like we were surprised when Peyton Hill he was on the cover.
We could vote on it, right?
Yeah, we're like, how did this motherfucker get on here?
Yeah.
He had 1 year, and
I think it was like America trolling EA.
Yeah,
because I think they got to vote on that year, if I'm not mistaken.
And the last thing is like, I don't think one race needs to speak about another. Like, I'm just waiting for a white guy to tell me about my problems as an Asian American.
That's all white people
totally
do.
Get
humiliating.
You know what I mean? Like, that's that bullshit.
That's like, come on.
That is that bullshit. Like, I don't need you to be offended for me.
That's the thing. It's just like it's like self-righteousness and pandering. It's infuriating.
Oh God! Can
you
imagine
this is a pasty white dude? Like, come on.
Can you imagine the pride he felt when he hit the send button?
Yeah, he was like,
he's probably like, my God, this is magnificent.
I'm gonna stop the internet with this one.
This is going to break the internet. Yeah, it broke the internet. All right.
It broke the internet. All right.
I'm gonna be on all the morning talk shows after this.
People calling out your clownish ass take. I mean, what
got his ass pats on a social circle in his private chat. They're doing like, good job.
Yes, excellent.
Here are 50 social credit points.
Excellent, Andrew. Excellent job. Excellent job. That tweet was magnificent. Don't listen to what they're saying. Motherfucker, you're a fucking clown.
Yeah.
And I mean, what is this a take even like? What is this a take to? That's the issue. Like,
that's just Twitter, man. Twitter.
Yeah.
The thing about Twitter is if it were a real place, like people would be getting knocked out. Like, you know,
no, he might have got dropped by somebody. If it was like let's say, you know, you're at the NFL Hall of Fame. You know, and there's people there at the John Madden bus kicking
anywhere in Oakland,
and he just walks up next to him and just quietly talks about how this video game from John Madden is just glamorized violence and dehumanized black athletes. You know, it's a digital plantation. Why are we honoring him? He would have got his teeth knocked out his fucking mouth before he finished.
I'd have punched that dude in the face.
Gene Upshaw would have knocked him out. He would have been like, "Break up!" Like, that's the thing about Twitter. Twitter undoubtedly there will always be somebody on Twitter to hate on anything. Like, it could be puppies, like just born puppies. And somebody like, oh, that's so terrible, puppy mill or some shit, you know, like, and then the other worst thing about Twitter is that not only will there always be the worst opinion possible, someone will find that and bring it to your timeline.
And there will be people who like it unironically.
Yes.
And there will be, and the people who like it, I mean, who the fuck like this? I mean,
probably like
it's
check marks.
Probably some fucking pink-haired, fucking blue and neon-haired motherfucker.
And there's no consequence for being an idiot. Like, you
accountability.
You're gonna forget about it in a week.
Yeah, no accountability.
Literally, a lot of commas. A lot of pronouns in the bio.
This is just a bunch of
the usual stuff.
This is the thing that, you know, this is actually what divides people. This is what makes people resent, you know, somebody like this. Like, I would resent this motherfucker. Like, you think you're so self-righteous to just come out and say this stuff And you had how many black people have you talked to ask if they feel like, Madden is a digital plantation? How many?
And exploited them.
No. It's okay. It's okay. He had a friend in college, an acquaintance he talked to once who was black. So everything's okay. He understands black.
Yeah. I once knew a doorman who was black, and that guy, he was a heck of a guy, and he played Madden all the time.
The guy who served me my coffee was black, and I totally understand what he thinks. It's like, really, come on.
I get the plight of all of you now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, that's racist in itself.
We don't need you to take up some mantle for us.
I got denied for a credit card one time. So I know. I was not able to get it.
We got a super chat here from
welcome to the club.
Teal Inc. for $5 says, thank you guys for all the content you've given us this year. Made this year easier to get through. And we appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here.
Oh yeah,
Teal Inc. And we'll keep bringing the content as long as motherfuckers keep doing stupid shit like this. We keep making videos.
I remember a story when Pat Tillman passed away. There was somebody that came out with a whole article about how Pat Tillman was basically like a piece of shit and that he'd got what he deserved. It was this professor. I forget what. I don't even want to give him his name.
Don't even want to give him no.
But he came. It was like some academic paper published this, and it was basically like, Pat Tillman got what he deserved. And I'm like, okay, and if that was Twitter now, that person would get found,
Well, actually, there'd probably be a lot of people agreeing with him on Twitter.
So. Actually, he'd probably
get like a couple thousand likes.
Yeah,
that's the shit that be blowing my mind. That's what blows my mind. How does something like that get likes? And
because there are a lot of weird people on Twitter.
Writing an article on Pat Tillman that's basically slandering him. In today's age, and within 24 hours, who the guy is who wrote it. Where he lives. You've seen all the cuck videos on his fucking hard drive that he accidentally uploaded to the cloud. They're all on the internet within fucking 24 hours. And I think, people who are on the internet know what I'm referring to a certain extent with that. But that's how quick the internet will get your ass if you try to play games.
They will get your ass.
They will get your ass.
That shit will get reposted.
The internet is
things
like
you do not do.
Infinity and zero. They have not lost yet. The internet.
Yeah, you do not take out somebody right after they're dead. You do not make 4chan your personal army, and you do not piss off the hive of internet. If you do all three of those things, they will find you and they will ruin you in a matter of 12 hours.
They'll get your address out there. They'll be like, all right, this motherfucker lives here.
Addresses are public accessible information. All I have to do is find your name and then like a little data search, like, oh, there you go.
Yeah.
They'll have your address, and before midnight, there'll be people protesting in front of your crib.
Yeah.
Right.
There'll be people waiting to kick your ass in front of your crib. Like, shit.
They'll have that's right to your employer. I mean,
they'll get you fired. They'll at your employer be like, yo, this dude dropped an N-bomb in his tweets from 2014.
He was 12 and 9.
He was 12 and all his friends were doing it, but he didn't know the rule that you have to be black.
This dude posted rap lyrics when he was in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
Fire him.
Yeah, get him done. Out of here.
Go.
Out of here. Yep. We've been sitting on this tweet. We screen capped it. So that 10 years from now, if he got famous, we're going to ruin his life.
I didn't know when it was going to come in handy, but I knew one day.
Oh, yeah. Hey, nothing is gone when you hit delete on the internet. Nothing.
Listen, there are a lot of people out there that are, thank God that no one was recording in those Call of Duty lobbies. I once heard a guy break down this poor racist so bad. Like, he made him cry. Like, I've never... Like, cause he was like, it was clearly some, like, he was just like, y'all bunch of, and then this dude just educated this guy. He was like, you came from Africa. He's like, why do you think, like, he's like, we all came from the same place. Like, he just educated the shit out of him. And I was like, damn, he is getting a lesson right now. I was like, I wish I was recording this. I wish
those old Call of Duty chat rooms, like when you're playing the game, man.
It used to go down.
It would go down in the most vile way you could imagine.
Boys became men in those lobbies.
Yes. No longer needed the birds and bees talk after that.
If you ever wanted to learn how to get thick skin, that was the place to do it.
Yes.
They attack everything. Your mom, your family, your avatar.
They can figure anything out about my voice. They heard my voice, and they heard my voice, and that first thing he said is, "You must be an N-word." You sound like an N-word. I'm like, son of a bitch. I am black. I mean, technically, I'm black.
Right.
I don't say
you can fire back with anything. You can fire back.
Oh yeah, you can fire back. There was no reporting, motherfuckers, back then. It's like no reporting. Gamer tags.
You look like
your
fucking sister. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Until that score screen went off after the match, motherfuckers would still be screaming out bullshit to each other.
It must be nice when your father and brother are the same person.
Right. But if you were on the same team, you'd be like, all right, man, chill. We're trying to win this match.
Yeah. Like, all right, man, shit. Now we done took 6 deaths in a row, man. Pick it up.
Right.
Yeah. That was the golden age and also the dark age of video games.
It was the golden age. You missed those days.
Yeah.
And then you hate it within like an hour of getting back to it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But I don't want that era to come back. Yeah. I turn everything off. Like I can't.
That's just long gone.
Because I've been reported before for like talking shit to like because you can't cuss, right? If you tell someone to fuck off, you're reported like instantly. So I just turned it off because my head was too hot. Like I would just get too mad.
Yeah, you can't do it now. They got a button. They got a fucking report him button on your controller, basically now.
Yeah. Boop. My best insult ever, though. My best comeback ever was I beat this guy like 21-14 or something in Madden, and he messaged me. He was like, I don't know why you flexing. He was like, I gave you 2 touchdowns, and I was like, I gave you nuts to lick.
Ooh, and then you block him. He can't
take that L. He was like, I gave you 2 touchdowns.
It's funny though. I'll be playing UFC 4 on my Series X, right? And every maybe like 2 out of every 10 matches, if I beat a cat, this dude will just send me I'll get a message before the game actually like loads out back to the menu. I get a message on my Xbox, and I checked one of them one time, and it's just NIGGERRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRR It was like 5 rows of R's. I started laughing. I'm like, that's funny. That's funny. You made me laugh. You fucking piece of shit.
The thing is like it's very hard to respect how somebody else plays online. Like it's just like unless they play exactly the way you do, you think everyone's a cheeser or they're cheating.
This motherfucker was he was cheesing, and I caught him. Hey, I literally caught this cat with a roundhouse kick at the last second of the second round, literally on the buzzer. Caught his dude behind the neck, and he was out cold.
So mad.
You say these little messages by holding the triggers and picking like with the stick, and it's just like basic messages, right? But you can combine those messages because they show up like as a chat.
Right.
You can combine them, and you're saying shit to them, right? So I said thanks. Nothing. You could say like respect, good fight. I said thanks, and then he was like no. I said thanks, and then I said no, and then after that, I put respect. So I said, thanks, no respect. And then immediately, here comes a message from my Xbox. Like, how do you see my gamer tag so fast? He got my gamer tag.
You go into recently played and you can find the motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he
tracked him down.
This was like within 10, 15 seconds, the message came through.
That's why I blocked. That's why I block all communication because it's not funny anymore when you cuss somebody out and you get reported and you don't have Xbox Live for 2 weeks and you fucking get pissed off.
Oh, shit. That happened to you, huh? Shit.
Dude, I went after some kid. I was like, fuck you, man. You fucking piece of shit.
Dude, I could see you being an edgelord on Xbox Live back in the day. I could see you taking out your rage at a 9-to-5 executive job with some 8-year-old playing Call of Duty. Oh, yeah.
Do y'all have a greatest video game moment though that like a story that you can tell? Because I have one where this dude was beating me the whole game, and I was down 14, and he just punted to me because he got tired of beating me, And this drive took the whole fourth quarter, and I converted like 3 fourth downs, like just lucky crap, like balls were bouncing off. And I was just trying to score again to make it look close. And I scored with 1 second left to make, I was down 7. And he went into onside kick recover, right? And I was like, well, I guess, I don't know, there's only 1 second. So I just kicked it away, thinking, I would do the opposite. He fields it, and my guy hits him, and he fumbles it.
He fumbles it, yeah.
And I pick it up and run it into the end zone and tie the game with 0 time on the clock. Then I won the coin toss in overtime, and I received, and I broke a return up the sideline, and then as 3 tackles the end zone, all it said was user has disconnected.
Rage quit. He rage quit. That is one of the most satisfying moments in video gaming. When you call somebody to rage quit, it is fucking glorious.
There's
nothing better than causing somebody to literally turn their system off before the game ends.
You know that you made them go downstairs and like get a water or something. Like they had to cool off because of you.
They were hot as hell.
Not a video game moment, but my high school had a similar game to like that. I wasn't there yet. I was 94. I was 11 years old. But so this is Plano East and John Tyler. Ooch, you might have heard about this game.
I know both of those schools.
So we were down like 21-14 or something like that at half, 21-7, something like that. That's not that important, but down 41-17, something like that, with like 2.5 minutes left.
2.5 minutes left.
Maybe it wasn't 17. I gotta look this up because the math isn't gonna math right for me. 41-23, 2.5 minutes left. We score, kick onside kick, score, onside kick. 3 times over.
Pulled the fucking Houdini
to come back to go up 44-41 with like seconds left in the game. And
coach
we kick off and then take it to the house. No shit. So after 3 consecutive onside kicks and touchdowns to take the lead, we kick it off deep and then they return it.
They run it back and they get the win.
That's the one. Like if you ever seen,
I think that I've heard the announcer on that.
It was like
it was like a
Golly Joe Friday.
The guy's having like a breakdown, like he can't believe that it happened.
Yeah. That was at like Cowboy Stadium, right?
I think
it's on YouTube. I think it is on YouTube.
Ooh, that might be something worth watching.
I think at the end he goes, I think I'm gonna be sick to my stomach.
Let me see if I can find it. I think it's Tyler High School?
Yeah, John Tyler. Tyler is the city, and it's John Tyler High School.
Not after the president, John Tyler, or
I don't know.
I used to work with his.
This is Texas high school football, dude. It's
Plano East John Tyler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember watching this. Let me. I'll put it in the private chat.
All right, cool.
Are we even gonna do this, Tiermaker?
No, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Let's check out this. Check out this video real quick. All right, let's check out this video. Boom. Plano East, John Tyler, 1994. Shit, I was in just in elementary school.
I was just saying, I'd have been 11 years old.
1994.
2 left to go. Alagna in motion. Whitley wants to throw. Looks, throws. Touchdown.
And mind you, we're a triple option team, so just throwing the ball is like foreign to us.
Oh, so this is the comeback now.
Yeah, this is the comeback.
The dude was just like lie down.
Whitley, straight drop. Pretty
Should've
good.
kneeled.
This is Terry Bradshaw.
What a catch. Hey, these are Texas commentators, man.
Sounds like Terry Bradshaw.
Texas commentators, it's gonna be hype, this whole thing.
Yes.
Jay Cadell to the right, Terrence Green to the left, and I'm going to 88 again. What do you say, Coach?
They're bringing the backers on the outside again.
Backside. Lay it out. Lay it out. Lay it out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you got 2 tackles in a row.
And he got wrecked beforehand.
This is like the greatest high school game ever. Look at those big shoulder pads too.
Massive.
Those are 90s pads, man. I miss those shoulder pads.
Bubba Woods in motion. Whitley. Touchdown. John Braddock touchdown.
You know, seeing Christian
Bubba
Okoye
Woods in
shoulder
motion.
pads made it more intimidating.
Might want to cover some of these guys.
Oh, he did it.
Got it. Plano East.
Yes, sir, they got it. Yes, sir.
That's right. Let's go Plano East.
1:24 left to go. 10-point ball game, and the Plano
10-point
East
ball
Panthers
game.
absolutely refused to say quit. Rico
refuse to
Hall
say
split,
quit.
Green pass to Green.
Oh, Green broke. Goodness
What
gracious.
defense were they playing? Oh my god.
He's going.
Oh, that
Hey,
spin move.
Oh,
That was the slowest spin move ever.
They must have been
They
yeah.
score.
I'm gonna jump out of this booth.
He said, hold on. What he said?
He said, I'm gonna jump down there too.
If they score,
I'm gonna jump out of this booth.
Woods in motion. Whitley.
Yes, sir! Brother! And a baby! And a baby!
He said, brother!
Not over yet, boys. Hey, get a 2-point here, and they're within a field goal of winning the game.
Winning the game.
Winning the game.
Winning the game.
Well, here we go, folks. Can the improbable happen 3 times?
It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen.
3 times.
It's gonna happen. Positive thing.
Oh, my God. How do you blow that?
This is unbelievable. 2 timeouts left, too, men.
He's got 2 timeouts left, too, man.
Look at 33 over there. He's getting his stuff back on.
Man, we're gonna celebrate. Break out the Oreos, baby. Come on, baby.
I'm out of words. I'm just going to let it happen.
Break out the Oreos.
Second.
These year the Chisholms are great.
All in motion. Blitz coming.
There's
Look
a
out,
screen.
Blitz. Screen pass.
Again, the
Screen.
fucking middle
In
screen.
trouble.
Oh.
Oh my God.
No answer for it.
Oh,
Oh, my. He's down to
Get
the
that
22.
team. Get the
What a
timeout.
time.
Get
What
the
a
timeout.
get the
Everybody,
time.
the most
This is the state championship, right?
No.
No.
For the semifinals.
They did go on to win the state championship, though.
They've got to have a touchdown. Whitley going to throw. Throws back.
He's gonna get in. He's in the end zone. I don't believe it.
God almighty.
Oh, God almighty. Positive thinking. Jesus. Positive thinking.
It's like Jim Ross.
God almighty.
Oh, my. Do you
God is my
believe it?
witness. They broke it in half.
On their cars and the radio back to Plano. Y'all done missed the greatest comeback of all time.
He said, y'all done missed the greatest comeback of all time.
24 seconds
This comeback is sweeter than cherry pie.
I done wet my britches.
So I just wet my britches.
Unbelievable.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Channel 8,
I
Channel
mean,
5,
there is
those
some
other big
fucking
boys,
comic
they
gold in
can
here.
call
Mama, we
they can
gonna be
get
late
this
for
on
bingo
camera. We
tonight.
ain't got it.
Tell it to him for a
Yo,
premium.
it's
Some
a
needed
classic.
gold.
Tell it to 'em for a free.
Here's the kickoff. 24 seconds left.
We
Terry
got these
Green
bitches.
throws it
There it is.
high and deep. Gonna be
All right,
taken
just
back
seconds
at the
run.
3. Got a grip.
Just look at this go.
No! Oh my gosh, no! Come on, no! Oh gosh! I don't believe it.
Look at him. Look at him.
God bless those kids. I'm sick. I want to throw up.
He said, God bless those kids. I am sick. I want to throw up.
Dude, what was that locker room like in John Tyler after that? I felt like he would have probably flipped 17 shades of shit after that. Like, I don't care if you win, you're running gassers after.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers were full pad tomorrow practice.
How do you
We're
get
back.
We're gonna have a goal line scrimmage for 2 hours.
We're going right back tonight. Practice tonight, boys.
It's going to be like Miracle with Herb Brooks. You wait till everybody leaves, you keep the lights on, and then you keep running gassers till 3 in the morning.
Yep.
Oh, my God. All right, guys, let's get to this fucking Tiermaker, shall we?
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I keep it
Sorry,
in my back pocket.
everybody. We just kind of, want to have a little.
We got a little distracted.
Let's got a little distract, little sidebar,
Sidebar. Side conversation. They're gonna be sick to my stomach, boys.
I think I'm gonna be sick. He said, "Oh my God, God bless them kids.
God bless them kids on that bus ride tonight. They're gonna do a lot of soul searching.
Those kids played their heart out. God bless them."
Oh, man.
Oh, goodness. All right. So we got this
those
Tiermaker
guys are
here. You guys
legends,
know
though.
what it is.
Still,
What were you going to say? Go ahead, Justin.
Probably haven't paid for a beer in Plano since then.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Shit. All right. So you guys know how this thing goes. We got the Tiermaker here. We're going to be going through week 17 in the NFL. As you can see, we have a new bottom barrel category, Shod Clown Garbage. You know, that's a little thing going around in Jacksonville right now.
Shod Clown Garbage.
Shod Clown Garbage.
Shod Clown.
So I guess you can probably guess what team is going to be in there. Should be hard to know. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's check out these matchups. First matchup, we got Atlanta at Buffalo. Woo, Buffalo, minus 900.
Wow.
Nice.
Sorry, Justin. These boys about to get smacked all over this motherfucker.
Tickets as low as $11.
Is it in Atlanta?
No, this is in Buffalo.
No, it's in Buffalo.
Oh,
in Buffalo.
wait. Tickets as low as $11 in
gonna-
Buffalo after the win they had? That's weird.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Like Atlanta, that'd be understandable, but Buffalo.
Right. Yeah, I would expect better from them. But I think if you bring in,
have you been to Buffalo Stadium, bro? That shit
True.
ain't
We played
worth
there.
as.
Yeah, I think I played there
Pretty
once.
small.
And then we played in Toronto once.
People fucking in the parking lot and shit.
Dropping people's elbows on folks.
Yeah,
Breaking-
fucking breaking.
That's
tables.
like
That was
going
like
to
a good
escape.
fucking time.
That's like being in Escape from New York type shit.
Breaking tables while fucking women doggy style.
You know what I mean? On top of the table.
That's next level.
Yeah.
Next level right there.
Meta style.
My God. So, Buffalo, they stumbled a little bit, but they picked it back up.
It's their turn.
It's their turn, right? I mean, they're heading that division now. They got that division lead. They smacked around New England. They smacked around New England. That was satisfying. I'm not gonna lie.
That was probably the biggest win of the season for any team.
Yeah,
Full
that
stop.
was satisfying.
If they lose that game, I mean, you're in a muck. You don't know if you make the playoffs.
Right. Yeah,
if you lose that game, you just officially put New England back at the top.
Basically.
Like it's theirs. Like that's where that's their house. Like that division is their home. Like fuck that. You got to come out with the win. They got it done. Beat New England, and now they're rolling. They roll. They got to feel like they're rolling again in that locker room. I mean, after the losses they took, getting this win. I know after that, after going back on Monday, looking at film, they got to be feeling good. So Buffalo, obviously a favorite against Atlanta. Atlanta, hey, they had a respectable year. Atlanta has had a respectable year. I don't think anybody thought they'd have as many wins as they got. That's for damn sure.
Hey,
may not be against top tier opponents, but I don't think anybody expected
a lot
them
of
to
teams
win.
would take Atlanta season right now. A lot of teams.
Yeah.
Two of them play in New York.
Still on the
New
bubble.
Jersey.
Technically speaking, still in the bubble. So
yeah,
ooh,
they're not going to be
still in it.
2% chance. I mean, there's a chance.
Yes,
Nothing
so
that you can
there's
ask
a chance.
for. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you can't ask for nothing more than to have a chance at least.
I mean, at Bills and versus Saints, but I mean, after last week, the Saints kind of right for the picking.
Saints
How many players are getting back from COVID?
Man,
Flounder in the
NFC South.
I mean, if we can get Ian Book to start,
I mean, the Saints are like a hooker with their ass in the wind on a Saturday evening. Everybody's getting a piece. Everybody's getting a piece of it. So, moving on to the next game here. This one is pretty much a battle for irrelevance. New York at Chicago. Chicago minus 250, favorites at Soldier Field.
You got to start. What's his name? Mike Glennon again. So no tricks with what's his name? Jacob Fromm. No hope.
Was he injured?
The fact that you might get something different in him. So it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck.
Yeah, he sucks.
Okay.
Funny enough, both these teams are in the same position. They need some change. They need some bus fare to get back home. Shit. So not much really to talk about in that. I think who's playing quarterback for the Bears this week? Is it going to be Justin Fields?
Or is it Andy Dalton?
I
thought I saw something like Andy, like somebody else. I thought I saw like Nick Foles was going to start or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, Nick Foles did start last week. I think it's Foles, and he probably gives them a great chance to win.
Yeah, better chance than any other quarterback on the roster. Honestly,
He's
Big Dick Nick, he come to play.
What do we need to win for at this point?
Big
coming to
Nick.
play. Shit.
Why are we trying?
Next up, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Two teams that really, I mean, one of them obviously is the hottest team in the league right now, Kansas City at Cincinnati. The Bengals. The Bengals are playing good football right now.
Good match.
They are underdogs, but not by much. Kansas City's only minus 210.
Is it in Cincy?
It's in Cincy.
I think so.
That's going to be
that's a huge advantage.
Yeah, I think this is a much closer game. I think
so.
I think
Cincy has a shot of winning if they play their cards right.
Yeah, if they make a couple of extra plays, they can win this game.
Let's put it this way: Cincy ain't Pittsburgh. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but the Chiefs are the hottest team in freaking football.
I'm saying they're not. I'm saying it's going to be a close match. I'm not saying
Cincy's at the top of their division, though.
They're also winning their division. So
Chiefs have played. Wait, the Chiefs have played the AFC North, right? This whole year.
Yes.
I think so.
Have they beaten them all?
They lost to Baltimore.
Okay.
Remember, it was week 2, and then they couldn't convert on 4th down. Lamar had a bit of a comeback.
Right.
They beat Cleveland week 1, and then
beat Cleveland.
Last week was just destruction of Pittsburgh.
Right. They should have beat. They should have beat the Ravens. That was close, and then they just dismantled the Steelers. I think they handle this game right now. I think they get her done.
Okay. I think it's going to be interesting.
I'm not going to bet it or anything like that.
I mean, I wouldn't bet on it. That's going to be a rough call because I'm going to
put money on that.
Chase is going to be a.
I'm going to just run my dumbass mouth. That's what I'm going to do because I'm good at it.
They got threats all over the field.
Would that be the guy who covers Chase?
Shit, does it matter?
I'm not sure they have anyone.
Doesn't really matter. This cat is probably he could be up for Rookie of the Year. Honestly, shoot, he's had a pretty good season. Next up, we got, and this matchup would have been more intriguing. This would have been maybe the game of the year if it was 3 weeks ago. We got Arizona at Dallas. Dallas is minus 235. Dallas arguably the hottest team in the league. Arguably, not definitively, but there's an argument you can make because of the way that defense is playing.
They've had cupcakes. They've been playing the Giants, one of the worst offenses in the league.
Yes.
They play the fucking Washington garbage, hot fucking garbage.
NFC least for a reason.
Yeah. Taylor Heineke's trash. And then now they get the Eagles, who actually, I mean, they beat the hell out of the Giants. They're playing hot, and a game's online. It'll be close. I think Washington. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong game.
This is Arizona this
Cardinals.
Week. Yeah.
Cardinals are playing the worst football of the year.
Of the year. They're literally doing what you don't. This is like worst case scenario for any team. Even with as many wins as they got, they're right now. They're probably at the level that they're playing, like they're with the losses they've had. At this moment, they're like a 6-win team, like a 6-5 win team.
This is what happened last year, and every year before with Cliff Kingsbury, they'd start out hot, and then they just fall apart at the end of the year for whatever reason.
You remember December, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, December is
why they missed the playoffs last year.
That's where you get your extension. That's where you get your extension.
What have you done for me lately? Yeah, you want to be.
What I mean?
You want to be on this type of trajectory.
They fell from up here. They took 2. They went down 2 levels. Really, I'm halfway thinking, shit. You got to be nervous if you're a fan of the Arizona. These motherfuckers might not even get into the
yeah, they could.
They clinched, so they're okay there. But it's
they clinched. Okay,
I believe.
Yeah, they're auto clinch.
I mean, that's just a formality. They could be looking at one and done in a heartbeat.
That could be a nice little juicy bet. I take a bet against them fuckers.
My conscience will not allow me to put them any higher.
Bump it up.
They are. It's their turn. Only because of their history. Their history is a team that does not actually perform in the moments that matter the most.
Yeah.
Now, their division is weak. Their division is fucking soft as Charmin. We all know that.
Very weak division.
Soft as Charmin. So, we didn't think you'd blow out Washington by like 40, but I mean,
right?
Are we surprised that you put up 56 or 53 points on them? Not really. Not stupidly surprised, but it looks good on paper. Paper champs. Champs.
I prefer it than getting 56 put up on me. If I had to be one of those teams, I'd rather be Dallas.
Ooh, I'm glad I ain't never had that many points put up on us. I mean, we got our ass kicked when we played on the West Coast, dude. Oh my god!
For many ass whooping, but I like this.
Yeah, they never got above 43 points. But we played 3 games in like 3 or 4 games in like 2 years on the West Coast, and we lost by a combined total.
Yeah, that's just the worst.
Of like 90 something to 3.
God,
bro, when we went to the West Coast, bro, it was something about being on the West Coast. The shit just was like a dumpster fire everywhere. Like motherfuckers, blood everywhere on the field. Carry motherfuckers out of here. Shit. It was.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
I mean, I had good games, but
I played good. I did all right.
I did my thing. Sacks. I don't know
what y'all doing over there.
I don't know what y'all.
You know what I mean? I still got to talk for me. You know what I mean?
I got mines. You know what I'm saying?
I got mines. You know what I'm saying? I can only block one person at a time.
I can't throw or catch or tackle
what I mean?
or call plays. All I do is block.
There ain't nobody blaming me.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, it wasn't. Hey, I had the highest grade out. Fuck it.
And I am paid.
So what? Shit. So it was ugly, but it is what it is. Cowboys, they're looking good, but I'm not.
They're
totally
playing good football.
They're not this yet. They're not this. If they play this team, they get their ass knocked the fuck out. We know that. All right, moving on. Next game.
It's not like they smoked us when we played.
I mean, it was a solid win. Solid win is like. Y'all played hard, but you knew in the end you weren't going to win. That's what that was what it was like for them.
Yeah.
All right, next up. This game is now turned into a massive game for both these teams. Miami at Tennessee. Tennessee is minus 180. This game is like what Miami has done this season. You can't understate what a fucking great coaching job that is to do what they did this year. I mean, you started off 1-7 and you ain't lose another game since.
It's impressive, but this is their first true test besides Baltimore, because the rest of their opponents have been, I think, like Texans, Jets twice, Panthers, Saints team wrecked by COVID, and I think one other really bad team. But once again, I mean, the Giants too. But, I mean, this is their chance to really assert themselves, prove the remainder of their doubters wrong, because you have the Titans, who are beatable without Derrick Henry. Then you have the Patriots in Miami, which is kryptonite for New England.
They always struggle down there. I mean,
they won their 2 games, so they're in.
Yeah,
awful
place to play.
The saying goes, you are truly a good football team once you can win on the road. And Tennessee is not an easy place to play. It gets loud. It gets loud. I mean, it's not the loudest. It's not like it's not near the loudest, but it gets loud when it's a big game there. And the Titans play good football at home majority of the time.
Yeah.
Every time we played them in Tennessee, those cats, we call those games 2 chin strap games. Because it's gonna be a physical it's gonna be a two bears fighting in the woods. It's gonna be physical.
Yeah, that comes down from the top.
Get ready. Get your mindset that you're gonna be hitting and you're gonna be getting hit and you're gonna have to grind. This game is not a game anybody's gonna win by 10 points. You're gonna grind it and you're gonna win. Whoever's left standing, whoever's able to hold out late in the game, that's who gets it. So that's what they should be expecting going into Tennessee. Don't expect that these cats are just going to let y'all run all these West Coast formations and dump balls off here and dump balls off there. These cats are going to be bringing wood. They bring blitzes. They play solid defense. They got a good defensive front. I mean, Tennessee's got it at home. That's what I'm trying to say. They've got
issues on the O-line, though. They've had injury issues on that front.
Yeah.
I mean, they are getting Lewan and Saffold back, but
Lewan's overrated. He's so overrated.
Yeah, but they had trouble.
He's almost never healthy as his problem.
Yeah, and since he tore his ACL, he's been just out all the time.
Yeah.
And then
which isn't his fault, but still, he's very hyped up. Like he was
hyped up big time. Like this,
because
he was getting in fights with Jalen Ramsey. That's why. Yeah. Getting in fights with cornerbacks, and now he's a fucking
Twitter,
superstar.
and he's big
Pro
on
Bowl.
Twitter, so
he's Pro Bowler now. Shit, that first game of the season against the Cardinals, man. Buda Baker made that cat look like a rookie. Real talk. Anyways, next game on the Tiermaker, we got Raiders at Indianapolis. The Raiders. Think they're going to come out with a little bit more juice in memory of John?
Another big game for the Raiders and for the Colts.
I mean, Raiders have been holding on too.
Yeah,
they've been holding on. They've been
better than I think any of us would have imagined.
I don't think anybody thought that they would be at this level right now.
I mean, after the first, dominoes started falling, back whenever that was with Gruden,
with Jay Gruden. I mean,
every other fucking week it's something else. But I'll give it to them. They have maintained some
composure, if nothing else.
Just being a professional, team that's not going to go out and lay an egg.
Yeah, I mean they've been playing. They've been playing their ass off. They have, and really the Colts have been too. The Colts. I mean, I don't think we know yet if Carson Wentz is going to be playing. I mean, he's in the protocol right now. I think they're about to adjust the layover time on that, so he might be able to come back if they get it done in time.
Anybody can hand it off to Jonathan Taylor.
I don't think that the NFL wants the team's postseason fate to be decided with a major piece being out for the COVID. Like that's something that becomes a legitimate excuse if they lose out on the postseason for that.
Yeah, they're not letting that happen.
Mm-hmm. So they want to keep the playing field as level as possible so that the refs can fuck it up for whatever team loses, because we know ref ball is going to have a lot to say about who goes to the playoffs in the next 2 weeks. We know that is going to happen for sure.
It's a fucking logjam. So they're going to be
now. If I'm the Colts, I'm thinking that we are going to run the ball 50 times. So, get ready. If this cat's not playing, if Carson Wentz can't play, we running every down.
Triple chin strap.
You know what I mean? Hey,
neck roll.
We're not even doing team period. We're not even doing team periods this week in practice. We're doing 9-on-7 for 2.5 hours. That's what we're gonna do. Because that's what this game is gonna be.
The forearm pads, all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knee brace.
Make sure you're in there for treatment each day after practice. It's gonna be a barn burner.
The T-bar face mask. I mean,
the Colts need to lean on their best player to win this game. The dude has shown he can carry these motherfuckers. He carry us into the postseason, my friend. What's his name again? Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, he put the team on his back.
He put the team on his back and got the win now. Woo! I didn't do the Tiermaker for either one of these. Hold on. Here I am fucking up.
Classic.
Let's go.
That was a Madden moment for all time right there.
Miami and
team on his back.
I say, who's first in AFC South? Tennessee, right?
Tennessee, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
for
Tennessee
now,
will get that.
I saw an interview with Greg Jennings, and he said that one time he was playing after that clip, and the defender kept saying, Greg Jennings. He said, you put the team on your back.
You put the team on your back right now, sir. All right, next game up. And this one, I am fucking I'm hyped to tell y'all what the line is on this shit. Woo! Duval. The Jaguars.
Oh,
New England.
New England
is minus 1125.
Ooh.
I mean, at least you could say it's revenge for 2018 if you win. I'm drawing strong.
Ain't nobody even on the fucking staff. Ain't nobody there to even
Miles
there.
Jack.
Miles Jack's the only one. And
Miles Jack caught it.
So he might not even play. Miles Jack was not down. That is the fucking truth.
He was not down.
He was not down. That play should have played out to the very end. The referees were supposed to review it after the play through the completion.
Mm-hmm.
That was ref ball. That's what kept the Jaguars from going to the Super Bowl. Maybe, just maybe, our fortunes change if we get that called correctly by the referees. But why would they do that? We're Jacksonville. Why?
Because
why do they give a fuck
NFL is scripted.
about doing that?
It's the WWE now.
Anyways, look, we know what the fuck this is.
So there's you got
a category all by your fucking self.
Well, I'm in a group chat where we talk about other YouTubers talk, and they came up with this concept like, what if the NFL was really scripted? Like a player gets down, he's like, dude, you weren't supposed to run to the right on that play. Like, come on, man, follow the script. Or some guy opens the quarterback opens up his wrist thing, and he's just like, oh yeah, I gotta save the line, guys. Stand around for 10 seconds and then we break the huddle. Imagine
that's what the Jags did last week in New York. That's what they did.
Right. Imagine if it really was scripted. Like, dude, fall down. Fall down. Come on, man. Messing up the script.
they got a command center under the stadium where they hit buttons in the field.
Right.
Remember the commercial where the sprinklers come up?
Yeah.
A breakaway touchdown. And they're like,
there's a seam.
I can't remember. It might have been like a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial.
I think it's a Wild Wings commercial.
Yeah, they were trying to make the games last longer. You just hit the button and the guy trips over a fucking sprinkler head.
So, special little sidebar to this Tiermaker now that we've gotten to the old Jaguars. Yes, the Jaguars are making news once again today or this week in the NFL. With a little bit of pure idiocy that the Jaguars decided to keep Trent Baalke as their GM, which pretty much nullifies the effect of firing Urban Meyer. I mean, this is the guy who helped you pick Urban Meyer. This is the guy who is 2-13, who's fucked off 2 drafts. Like, what more do you need to see? Get rid of him.
3 wins in his tenure, 3 whole wins.
3 wins. Yes.
Fuck.
3 wins. This dude came in last season. He came in midway through last season. Last season, Jaguars went 1-15.
And what else do you expect?
What have you got
the guy?
You got to
traded 2 draft picks that they got last year. They already traded them.
Yeah.
And they traded a third with Khalil Chasen.
He got rid of Fournette too. Wasn't it his fault too?
He called Fournette a cancer. Get him out of here. No, he got the Super Bowl now.
Super Bowl ring.
Living good, eating good. So now this is the new logo for the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is what the people of Jacksonville have decided to hold up as their flag against the really mind-numbing decisions of leadership. And when I say leadership, I say the owner. When I say the owner, it's only one guy. He paid for the team with a personal check, Shad Khan. Shad Khan this is his meme now. This is his emoji to the people of Jacksonville.
Jags' new theme song, every time they should walk out onto the field, it should be the entry of the Gladiators. And if you know what that song is, it's
as you see highlights playing
it's entry of the Gladiators. That's what it's called.
Of fucking teams running back kickoffs against the Jags and breaking 8 tackles on the way. And, the team not being able to run a play before the end of the game, illegal procedure.
And
the last play of the game to win it in New York against the fucking New York fucking Jets. The New York fucking Jets. Jets. The fucking team that has already ruined multiple first overall pick quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. They look like a team that's got their shit together next to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Can you fucking believe it?
Yeah, Zach Taylor running all over them too. Like, that was pretty bad.
I found out earlier today that is actually the record for longest rushing touchdown by a QB in Jets history. 52 yards.
Oh, my God.
52 yards?
Yeah.
Wow, they had guys like Geno Smith and
I mean, Geno Smith was not
Geno Smith couldn't run for shit.
We can't all run.
He was like having Peyton Manning back there.
Fitzmagic, they had Fitzmagic was a Jet. Tim Tebow was
Chad
a
Pennington.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect any of those guys to have a 50-yard touchdown.
Chad Pennington, yeah. They've never had a pass quarterback in New York.
I mean, you doubt Vinny Testaverde could run a 52-yard touchdown?
He would get called for delay of game during the play.
I mean, if we were playing one-on-one, if it was me and him one-on-one, maybe he could get a 50-yard touchdown.
Every defender in front of him blew their ACL out at the same time, he could.
He tore his
He'd get caught
Achilles.
caught breaking the barrier by a defensive tackle.
Oh shit!
So the Jaguars,
places Vinny did.
Yeah, he did. Played a long.
The Jaguars have now gone beyond being the laughing stock of the NFL. They are now an utter parody of what they are. The Bizarro, to the NFL Superman. They are the team that is literally backwards while everyone else is facing front ways forward. They're facing backwards. They're working in opposite. They're doing the opposite thing that you would expect any intelligent organization to do.
There should be relegation.
At least they haven't been rocked by some type of scandal like the Washington football team. Like at least it's just purely on the field.
On the field for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Except for
now that the coach is gone.
Sure, you can say that. You can say that. Sure, but the Washington Redskins had a little bit of hope this season, even with that rocking there. I mean, they had a little bit of positive vibes. They could at least go to the game and know that their team would compete.
I would say the Jaguars operationally in terms of football are the worst run organization in the league right now, right next to Houston. Operationally,
and Houston got 4 wins, right?
Yeah, that's true. On a
2 against Jackson
in a season that no one gave, like they should be 0-17. Honestly,
they should have been there. If you were betting a man, you would have bet that Houston would have not won a game this season.
Traded DeAndre Hopkins for peanuts, for magic beans.
I mean, and that seems like that's literally a decision that destroyed a franchise, right? That's how stupid a decision that was. That's anybody who's reading the room. Is like, yo, what are you signing paperwork for DeAndre Hopkins to be traded? What are you, bitch? What are you doing? What are you doing? Who ordered this?
Oh, I thought that was Dan Hopkins.
If I'm the owner, I'm firing the coach and being like, what do we do to fix this? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what do we do to make you happy?
New contract, whatever you fucking want, you got it. You got it, brother.
Yeah.
And the Jacksonville's issue here is that. Okay, now that the first dumpster fire was put out, with foam and sand, because that's all they got over there in Jacksonville, sand from a dirty beach. Why does another dumpster fire start the very next day?
Yeah.
We're going to keep the GM who's not really moved us forward talent-wise at all since he's been here. If you're going to start over, then hit the reset button and start the whole fucking game over.
Yeah.
Clean the slate, clear the palate, purge the demons, purge the evil spirits, the evil.
Let it all go.
Juju out of here.
Yeah, get that bad juju out of your blood.
Now it's just
from
the mind that brought you Urban Meyer. Here comes the next
from the brilliant mind of Shahid Khan.
Mm-hmm.
The man who hired Urban Meyer idiot. And put hot tubs in a football stadium. We bring to you Trent Baalke, GM Confidential. GM. I mean, this dude is fucking it just doesn't make sense. Nobody, whoever they bring in as at head coach, they're not going to want to deal with Trent Baalke. He has a bad reputation with coaches.
Yeah, whoever interviewing the job. Doug Peterson and Jim Caldwell are going for interviews early. Dan Quinn refused their request.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, no. Don't get me with that head coach shit again. No.
I'm doing well now.
No.
Don't even bring it up.
Hey, well, I stay
head coach around me.
If I stay at DC, I'm always the next big thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's like a nightmare that just won't stop. Why do we make ourselves suck more than we already do? like we like to do that. Like, oh, I got this one right. Urban Meyer is the guy for this franchise.
Yeah. Right guy, right time.
I got it right. I got it right this time. He was hyped too. He was in the parking lot of the facility like, I got it right. I got it right. It's like, motherfucker, calm down. Calm down. This is the first time this guy's coaching in professional football. And, I mean, he ain't do shit. Worth nothing. And, again, I just feel like when that situation goes as south as it's gone, this is the worst season in the Jaguars' history. It's the worst season in their history.
Worse than last year? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, this is worse. Last year was actually like on purpose. We ain't winning because we want that first pick. We need a quarterback.
Yeah.
This year,
thanks for Trevor.
These motherfuckers had record season ticket sales. Record season ticket sales.
Really?
Yes.
Because of Trevor Lawrence, not Urban Meyer. Well,
Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence. It's that.
I think, them combined. It was like
before this year started.
Like, if there was a magazine for the Jaguar season before the season started, it would have been Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence back to back.
Right.
One holding hands on one side and holding a football in the other. Mm-hmm. That's what it would have been.
Right.
That's how hyped these motherfuckers were. And I was saying this shit. I was saying it when they hired him. I said, this shit ain't gonna work. What's all y'all think he's gonna come in here and they're just gonna win? What has Urban Meyer actually done? So, we all know about these things now with hindsight. But now you don't even give yourself a chance to actually truly start over. You still have the same bad decision making in your presence in the building. Like, you can't be this patient with people who give you no reason to be patient with them, Shad Khan. You can't do it. It doesn't serve any purpose but to delay and prolong misery. It's going to prolong the misery of Jaguars fans. That much I am sure of. It's not going to get better until it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. No. Not for a while. I don't know how long this dude's contract is, but Shad is giving them another chance, and here we go. Here we go again. Yep. Give him another chance.
He'll be fired game 2 or something, like
when they start 0-8 next season,
we got to change things up. Okay.
Well, now you're 0-8. We need to fire everybody again. Right. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Mid-season firings work. Yeah,
and now on top of that, you got James Robinson. He has an Achilles tear.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's career altering for a running back.
Yep.
This is a kid who should have been up there with Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor as the top running backs in the NFL this season. That's what he should have been.
Yeah.
That's what he was showing us when he got a chance. I'll give him that. And now, I mean, they're going to discard him. He'll be discarded within 2 seasons.
Oh, no question.
Oh, that's
out of the NFL. He will be out of the NFL in 2 years now. It's over.
Sean Alexander.
And that is such bullshit. That is such unfairness. That's like
truly best. This is really
unjust.
Sad.
It's sad. Absolutely, dude. It's fucking tragic. I felt bad for him when he was on the sideline. He was on the blue tent. He was in the blue tent, but they took it down, right?
Yeah.
He's got his shoe off. He's got his fucking, he's got his head in a towel. He's sobbing. That's what one of the reporters said. He was crying. I mean, I would be crying too. Like these motherfuckers.
You know when you tear that Achilles, the heat, your ankle feels like it's on fire. It's just like it's bad.
Yeah, I've heard it's excruciating.
I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard about it. But I mean, dude, can you imagine what's going on? I mean, I can imagine, and Justin, you probably can imagine as well that is like that's something that's going to affect him. If his career ends in the next 2 seasons because of this injury, he's never able to be a starting running back again, or all likelihood he will drop off the radar in a couple of years because unless he comes back and he's like just like he was.
1/3 of players never even play again.
As I say, who comes back from that at that position comes back from an Achilles? I mean, lower extremities. That's rough for running backs.
Yeah, it's rough for running backs. So.
Even like a plantar fascia or fucking Liz Frank.
Like Travis Etienne. I mean, come on, man. Fire these motherfuckers. Travis Etienne is done too. So you lost both running backs.
Ruining them.
Potentially for their careers. Their productivity will not be nearly what it should be because of
this kid never got a big payday. He was so he won't have access to a bunch of benefits and whatnot. I mean,
he won't have access to his
the
pension. He won't get no
telltale
pension. Nothing.
Exactly.
What?
Like this is the case, of how the shit goes south.
Yeah,
for someone's whole life. I mean, I hope to
it's
God that the kid can
fucking life, bro.
I pray that he can recover enough to do something and make some type of squad. And
yeah. At
get a
least
couple more checks.
Oh man,
yeah.
Goodness gracious,
hey
man.
yeah. James Robinson, we are keeping you in our thoughts, brother, because you got seriously screwed over this season. I mean, I even to a point I'd be like, yo, if you got text messages from Urban talking shit about you, hey, send that shit to the PA, cuz.
Yeah.
You might have you a lawsuit that you get set for, you be good. Fuck football. Get you a nice 50 little 50 ball right off the rip off of them. File a grievance, file a lawsuit. Shit. I mean, Kaepernick did it. He got paid out.
Hey.
Got paid out.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's just sad. It's sad. It's a sad situation for him and what he brought to the team that was underappreciated, and now they've lost it. And I mean, again, it's just a franchise that has no idea where it's going, what it's doing, and how it's going to even like put the car into drive. They're like trying to figure out if it's a push to start or a key for the engine. Like they don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. This shit is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But anyways, they're going to get their ass kicked by New England. We all know that. So let's move on with the Tiermaker. Oh, my God.
We got some supers, by the way.
Yeah, we got some supers. I'm going to get to those. Let me just pull this up, and we'll get to the supers real quick. Appreciate you guys for being in here tonight. Make sure you hit that like button. We started a little late tonight, but we are, as usual, here with the Sunday Tiermaker stream. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Haven't already done so. Now we got some super chats to get to here. Let's see here. I went through that one. Pat B for $5. Pat B says, with Jacksonville, would you even want to win or go for the number 1 pick? Well, I think they've got the number 1 pick pretty much locked in.
Yeah, there's not a clear-cut number 1. And plus, you're playing New England and Indianapolis, and those are pretty much
New England.
I don't think you have to try to lose those.
That's going to be a no.
Yeah.
Could be back-to-back Tank Bowl champions.
But also, I don't think there's anyone like you were saying, there's no real clear-cut number 1 this year.
Only person is like Kayvon Thibodeau. Like that's the only one that's like popping out. Maybe Aiden Hutchinson. They don't need a quarterback, so there's no Matt Corral.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Alabama, but that'd be a reach.
Yeah, a couple people asked me about this in specific, what the Jags should do. And if I were the GM of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Shad, probably still got my number laying around somewhere. I can help get the team right. I can make the right decisions. Now, what we gonna do with this number 1 overall pick is we're gonna trade that bitch for 4 picks.
Get as many picks as you can.
Yeah. Whoever wants to pick the first player in the draft, you got to give us 4 picks, and it's yours this year, not next year. We want 4 for this season. We already got like 13 or something right now, or like 8 or 9 picks. No, I think they got like 13.
What if they offer you like the 10th overall pick and a first next year? Would you take it?
No, take it first next year too, because you're going to be trash. You're going to be trash next year.
Look, the only teams that I want to talk to. Look, only teams I want to talk to are the teams that got more than the typical 7 picks for this year's draft. If you ain't got more than 7, don't even fucking call me. All right, we don't want your players. I don't want no picks. I want 4 picks this draft.
Yeah, but like, who's desperate enough? Are you going to trade 4 picks for an edge rusher?
Hey, there's some motherfucker out there who believes that guy's a generational talent. So yes, I think there is going to be somebody desperate enough to say, hey, you know what? Let's Mike Ditka this shit. Let's give him all our picks.
Yeah, let's Ricky Williams.
Let's give him all our picks. No, but Jacksonville should trade that pick and either get a player and a couple of picks with it, or try and get. I mean, I would guess get 2 to 3 for this year, and maybe 1 for next year. If you really had to make a decision on it, you could have a 14, 15, 16 player draft. I mean, that's actually filling in some holes, immediately.
Yeah.
You might have some guys out there playing young, but shit, you get to pick from more of the top tier players.
Get more than 2 wins. Yeah, you'd be on the right track at least.
You'd be moving in the right way, and but you still got to pick the right player. Like you don't.
Yeah, you can't just pick random guys. But I mean, that still puts you 2-3 years away. Having.
I mean, hey, look,
12
one draft class can cut your time span for actually flipping a franchise in half. One draft.
Oh yeah. Because as presently constructed, it's fuck. I'll be dead by the time they can be good.
Yeah, the way it's set up right now in Jacksonville, shit. I mean, 15 of those players, 11 of them is going to be defensive players. I'm going to get 11 defensive players, one at each position on the fucking field, and then I'm going to get receivers. Maybe a running back. No, I'm going to try and get a running back.
Can we trade for a coach?
Team. I mean, shit.
Throw a coach in there, and I'll consider 3 picks.
Yeah. Hey, New England, y'all want Belichick happy over there still? I want
this first round pick. It happened with
first overall is worth a phone call at least, right?
Yeah. For coach.
Have you been to the beach down here?
Buccaneers did it.
You only got that.
It's got river runoff, but shit, it's still a beach.
you only got that in Boston. Guarantee you that.
You know what I mean? So okay, next super chat we got here. Jason Gaines, $5 says, Tree, would you move on from Mike Tomlin? Steelers have not appeared in the Super Bowl since 2010. He also seems to like drafting diva wide receivers as well. I mean, the motherfuckers be balling.
It's a torn question because, I mean, I think he's a good coach, but how much do you value a new voice in that locker room? I mean, there's a part of me that does want to get rid of him, but there's a part of me that thinks if they're going to rebuild, I think they should keep him because I think you need that stability in a locker room. But the problem is I don't think the Steelers want to rebuild, so I don't know what Tomlin can offer a team right now. Although his strength is getting more out of like lesser talented teams. Like that was his thing in 2019.
Value gets you value play, gets you you get fucking bargain bin players who are on the clearance rack, and then they turn into fucking Pro Bowlers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's the
quality of a good
part,
coach. That's a quality of a good coach. You cannot understate how important that element of coaching is to get the best out of a player who, maybe on 28 other teams, he ain't making it after 1 year. He's getting released after his first year. You turn that guy into a Pro Bowl receiver.
Yeah.
A guy from Central fucking Michigan.
Yeah. They've had a couple guys like that, but at the same time, they've had some trouble like with offensive line. But I mean, their O-line coach just defected to Oregon.
Right, he went to Oregon, right?
At the end of the year. Yeah,
he said, fuck y'all, I'm out.
Yeah, he was the assistant, but like they're bringing in like another guy, and it's like you
got
to bring in like legit coaches. You can't just promote from within because it's not working.
Right.
Yeah, most def. All right, well, next one up, we got Robert Fernandez. He says it's terrible what happened to James Robinson. He finally gets to run the ball, and football gods said, not gonna happen. The football gods were probably even looking at this like,
are you sure?
We rolled the dice. We thought he was gonna land on 7, but that shit went snake eyes, bro. And I mean, we like him, but hey, football gods. Just boop, there go your Achilles. Bye. Boom.
Yep.
Scorpion's got a scorpion,
It's a shitty situation, but I mean, it's not the first shitty situation we've seen in the NFL, but it is still like no less sad for a guy who's a good guy who's done nothing but try and help his team. All right, next game up, we got Carolina at New Orleans. Not sure anybody gives a fuck about that game. Carolina is they're hovering over here, but we'll keep them here because this is a category for just specifically. There's only one team that fits in this mold.
Oh man,
there's only one team that's a shod clown, boiling garbage.
I don't know. I think the Giants make a case for it.
They make a case. They do. These two teams here, they make a case, but no. We got a movement going right now in Jacksonville. I got to make sure I make a statement. It's one team in that whole realm. So, New Orleans. I mean, they've got Alvin Kamara back. They've gotten a little bit healthier, but
they got wrecked by COVID, and that's why they had nothing.
Yeah. And the one spot that matters the most, that they actually were so desperate that they called Drew Brees in Hawaii. Drew Brees was sitting on a beach with his Bible and a fucking box drink, and
He was like, hell no.
Yeah, he was like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Like, hell no, I ain't coming back. Y'all ain't finna set me up, man. My shoulder get torn the fuck off.
Yeah, he's like, I'm already on a surgically repaired shoulder.
Right. I could barely throw it 20 yards the last time you saw me.
Right. For real. Did you see the lift on my last pass in the league? That shit didn't get anywhere. Oh man. Drew Brees, I mean, how much money you think you could pay him that would have brought him back? I mean, it would have to have been like, yo, I need 80 million
for one game.
God dog.
I need 80 fucking million. I'm not getting off this beach.
You can't afford my time. Can't afford
Saints,
my time.
I think Saints don't give me hope. They're kind
probably
of
falling rapidly.
Kind of a wrap for them. Kind of a wrap. Next game up, we got Tampa at the New York Jets. I think we know how this one's gonna play out as well.
That's a barn burner.
Jets ain't gonna do shit. Fuck you. You're down here with us. We don't give a fuck if y'all won. Fuck you. You're down here with us.
Misery loves company.
Get your ass over here. Shit. That shit that y'all got on us last week. Y'all motherfuckers ain't never leaving Shod Clown's garbage enterprise. Shit. Next game up. I ain't even gonna talk about Tampa. They're gonna beat the shit out them bums. We know it. Philly at Washington. Can Philadelphia, they're gonna keep
Philly's
being
gonna
hot.
win. Philly gonna win.
Yeah, I feel like they got that locked up. I feel like they do. I mean, shit. I mean, y'all damn near should be down here for y'all's behavior last week, getting fucking beat like a redheaded stepchild, and then you're gonna fight each other on the sidelines. Like, fuck it, put your finger in my face.
Yeah, you can't do that to another man.
Hey, it's okay.
You can't do that to no man. Hey.
They got the petty revenge. They brought their own heated benches to the Cowboys Stadium. And that's all that matters.
In a temperature-controlled fucking environment. Nice. That's cute. That's cute. Oh my goodness. The
petty is strong.
Hey, the petty
is too, apparently. Oh no, they're gonna do it with the Giants. I forgot about that.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that new Meadowlands.
Well, what happened was Dallas did it to them because Washington's a shithole, and Dan Snyder doesn't update anything, and then Washington decided, we're going to do it to all of our rivals, and that's worked out really well for them, as you can tell.
Yeah, as they repeatedly mud stomp you motherfuckers.
Yeah, you might want to try to win the fucking game
week in and week out. That shit is crazy. All right, so we know how that one's going to play out. Eagles should get that one. Washington, just take it back to the showers. I'll come back next
1, 2, 3 Cancun. Let's get out of
here. Cancun. 1, 2, 3 Vegas. First flight out.
Pick your knees up. Do not get hurt these last 2 games.
For real. Hey, chill, bro. Chill. We got 2 weeks left. You ain't trying to get hurt. That's what motherfuckers be telling each other on the field. Like, hey, bro. Fuck. I remember we played Houston last game of the season. We were 8-8. They're trying, or we were 8 and we were like 8 and 7. What was it? 8 and 7, I think we were. And the Texans were trying to have their first non-losing season of their franchise's history, like 8 and 8. That's what they were going for. We was like, motherfucker, we don't care. We ain't going to the playoffs.
We all going home. We all going home next week. What the fuck y'all doing?
Yeah. Like, y'all playing hard as shit. Y'all out here hustling. We don't care.
For real, y'all out here fucking going balls to the wall. I said I was on field goal after we scored. I'm looking at this dude. I said, hey, bro, we only got like 2 hours left in the fucking season, right? He's looking at me, looked at me in my eyes and was like, yeah, so? I said, motherfucker, what you mean so? I already booked my flight to Vegas, bro. You better chill on this. Shit. I said, you better chill. And he chilled. He didn't come crazy. I'm like, yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Because if I got to go to treatment next week, you going to go to treatment next week.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
We going to treatment.
We going to treatment next week. You better believe it, son.
I can find that
shit. All right. Moving on to the next game. Denver at the Chargers. LA Chargers, man. The Chargers,
what do we do with these guys?
They had their chance last week. They really had their fucking chance last week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you could chalk it up to them being a young team that doesn't know how to fucking finish. But my God, gentlemen, do you want to play in the postseason or not? Because I'm kind of stuck in where to put y'all here. I mean, y'all keep bouncing. Y'all were up here at one point. Y'all keep bouncing the fuck around.
Mm-hmm.
You fighting for your right. That's how I feel. You fighting for your right. That's
They're still fighting for the right. They're not in. They haven't clinched anything.
Denver.
They got to beat Denver. They got to beat the Raiders.
Yeah.
Shit, what is Denver's record? Anybody know? I don't even know what they record.
They're 7-8. They have like a less than 0.01% chance of making the playoffs.
Easy. Sorry, Brandon Perna. I mean, I like.
Only had an offense,
but you guys are cooked. Moving on. Houston at San Fran. Oh, San Fran is minus 720.
Sounds about right.
They will have their revenge, and they having cow for dinner.
Hopefully.
So, I mean, the Niners should. I mean, really. I mean, how do you even know? These cats shock the world. You know what I mean?
Like, here's the game plan for San Francisco. Look at the LA. Pardon?
Is Trey Lance starting this game?
Not sure yet. Not sure.
I think Jimmy's got like
he's got a dislocated
fucking elbow or something.
Yeah, some shit like that.
No, his thumb. He's
2 or 3 things wrong with him.
Ligament in his thumb, right? So he has what I have. This thumb right here has no ligaments here.
Yeah, I got
from my thumb getting getting caught up in somebody's shoulder pads. Mm-hmm. So this thumb literally does weird things. It bends
360s.
I saw on Twitter
exorcist style.
Yeah, Trey Lance is starting.
It was just creeping me out, man.
Like that is how my thumb. Like this one right here is fine, right? Like
yeah.
That's it. That's all it does. But this one's like that.
Right.
This motherfucker's drunk.
Hey, you want to see a magic trick?
He's just falling over shit. Oh shit.
Oh man.
You know, so battle scars, man.
Yeah, there you go.
So San Fran's going to be running with Trey Lance. I mean, shit. You sure they a minus 720 if they got Trey Lance starting? I mean, I think he's going to be good, but
last time we saw him,
the last game he played in.
He wasn't doing too well last time we saw him.
Throwing picks and shit,
but I mean,
scared or something.
He could have learned a lot, but
we'll see.
Charting them plays.
I know one thing. This next game, I actually disagree with the line on this. I think it should be the other way around. We got Detroit at Seattle.
Oh.
The end of a fucking era has come. My God. Could it have come in such in any more of a disappointing, borderline embarrassing way?
Let us go.
Spare some change, governor.
I think he's coming back, honestly, but
Russell Wilson era is finished because at this point they are going to be. He is still he has a high value on the trade market. He's a highly valued quarterback. The moment he becomes trade bait, right? So this is the only year of that grace period for you to keep that high value.
It's true.
And if you play another season and y'all fucking pull this shenanigans again,
then
you have no value. Nobody's going to trade for
Then you're the problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Seattle is in a situation that really, at the end of the day, I kind of feel in a way like how Julio's situation played out in Atlanta. He actually played to completion for you motherfuckers. Like, he did everything that he could do, and he still is the best player on your team. And but the team is just not in a position to move forward, even with his talents.
Sure.
Yeah.
So they have to let him go. And I don't think that it would be something that should be contentious of a situation.
No.
Because even here in Atlanta,
keep him around.
Dude, Julio is like the son of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the son of Atlanta, bro. They love him here, and nobody was mad when he left. Everybody wished him well, because they knew, hey, the motherfucker has done everything you could even imagine and more for your franchise. So if he feels like it's time to move on, and the franchise also is showing him respect to kind of let him go out the way he wants to go, then, you got to let that shit ride. There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. I think that's where Russell Wilson is at this point.
Yeah. Some guys deserve better than their current situation.
A lot do.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like he should have 2 Super Bowl championships.
He should.
I mean, he should. A lot of people are talking about Denver. If he goes to Denver, does that make them a Super Bowl contender? No, not necessarily. It makes them a threat to like take the first step, and that is being a playoff contender, and then you go from there. But
yeah, I wouldn't say
I think there are plenty of teams
either.
out there. There are plenty of teams that would have him in a heartbeat. So but as for this game, I feel like the Lions gonna win this game.
I picked the Lions to cover at least. I don't know if they're going to win, but I think that they're going to play them tough. So
I think so too.
The Lions beat a Cardinals team that, if I'm not mistaken, did they not beat Seattle multiple times?
I believe so. And they're going to
both times that they played in this in their division
and bite kneecaps. I mean, Seattle might be disinterested.
Look, any given Sunday, that always applies, right? But you feel a little bit better about taking on the Seahawks, knowing that you beat the team that was whooping their ass.
Hell yeah!
And you beat the team that was whooping their ass. You whoop their ass. So I mean, mentally, the psyche is much more confident than it would be if they had beat Jacksonville and then went to go play against Seattle. Like y'all ain't about to win that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We feel nothing by beating Jacksonville.
Chance. You know what I mean? That doesn't even mean anything that you beat Jacksonville.
I don't feel anything.
I mean, I guess on paper champ.
It's great to win.
But come on, man. This is fucking crazy. This is I think Dan Campbell has actually instilled some culture in the Lions that is growing, that's starting to actually catch on in a positive way, even with as much as that they've struggled with in the season. They've found some pretty good silver linings. They started very slow. They started 12 weeks too slow, Anyways, we'll see how that game plays out. Next game up, we got 3 games left here. We got LA Rams at Baltimore. Baltimore's a sinking ship. But LA has found their stride somewhat. They're minus 195. Who's starting at quarterback for Baltimore?
Lamar was at practice today. I don't think they've made a decision.
He's with a visible limp, so it could be Tyler.
I don't think they want him. I don't think they want him to play. To be honest,
they shouldn't. But I mean, if they're desperate,
it's must win. I mean, they have to. I mean, do you really want to do it in a do or die situation against Pittsburgh, where you might not be guaranteed to make it either way?
Yeah, you could get him hurt for no reason.
I look at it like this: the quarterback who replaced him has played, better than him.
Isn't he out this week?
Is he? Is Huntley out?
Huntley, he got cleared again. He's cleared.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, with the new protocols.
I was gonna say if it's Josh Johnson, that might be it's a different story if it's Josh Johnson, but
yeah.
I think that these Ravens don't give me hope because they just, I mean, we seen these motherfuckers living on the edge the whole season. We knew it couldn't last.
Living on the edge.
So, that hope that they thought they were going to get better and things were going to start clicking for them, it hadn't happened. They still are fucking fighting off fucking 2-win teams in the last second of the fucking game. So shit,
it's not looking good for them.
It's looking like this is going to be a no-go for them. No go. Next game up, the rivalry continues in the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. The Minnesota Vikings will arrive for an 8:20 p.m. Eastern Domestic Time matchup.
Ass whipping
against what is their what is the? Don't they have like some kind of like NFL Films nickname for the Green Bay Packers? Like with the frozen tundra and all that shit. I don't know how they call the Bears the monsters of the Midway.
Oh,
you know what I mean, shit like that.
I don't know what they call
the fucking cheeseheads. The
cheeseheads.
Minnesota against the fucking Packers. Now, Packers are only favored, or they're only minus 290 here. So I mean, it's not like they're not saying they're going to blow them out, but chances are, you give Minnesota enough chances, they'll let you blow them out. Green Bay is playing. They're probably the most dangerous team in the NFL. because of the explosiveness of their offense. I mean, their offense don't even look like they're fucking trying.
Yeah.
Which that can be that can be some smoke. That can be smoke and screens now.
Sure.
Again, Georgia was number 1 in the country. They ain't lost to nobody, and nobody gave 2 shits. We're like, until you motherfuckers beat Bama, roll tide. And don't nobody believe you're worth a damn. And I think Green Bay is going to be obviously contending for the Super Bowl, but until Aaron Rodgers carries them over the finish line, how many of us are willing to put money on it that they're going to win it?
I mean, they did beat them in Minnesota.
I'm not talking about this game. I'm just talking about Green Bay and their season in general.
Oh yeah. I'm with you.
Who would put money that they're going to win the Super Bowl right now? Who's not a Green Bay?
They might make it to the Super Bowl. I don't know if they're going to win it though. But last year Tom Brady did things, so I don't see why Aaron Rodgers can't have the script go his way.
We'll see. I mean, it could be. Be Minnesota.
Very well could. This could.
Kirk Cousins has had a very Kirk Cousins kind of season. A lot of good stats, and
losses.
A lot of fucking just meh to go along with it with losses. They're not really. I don't know where they're at in the picture. I think they're on the outside looking in at this point.
I think they're out of it.
They
could be on the bubble. Hold on.
They might be on the bubble.
They're on the bubble. They're on the bubble.
Minnesota. Man. Minnesota's just that is a fucking organization of false hopes personified. Oh, don't matter how good they are, we don't know what's gonna happen. Wide left, you know what it is.
Even when they're really
we've been
good.
talking about this. Wide left, you lose, you fucking cursed team. You're one of the cursed teams, like Jacksonville. You ain't had a Super Bowl that anybody can remember. Even if you did, I don't think you have, but you ain't had one, and shit. Might be another generation before you get one. Who knows? But
looking too good.
Green Bay obviously favored in that. Now, last game up for the night. Ooh. This one is
rival game.
This is one of the most violent rivalries in all of sports.
People
have actually lost their lives.
People
have died. The facilities where the games were played, people have died in this rivalry. This is the fucking Yinzer Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland.
Playoffs on the line.
Possible
playoffs.
Pittsburgh for all the fucking marbles.
And Ben Roethlisberger's more than likely final game at home.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so. Very much so. And they're not even favored to win at home. Yeah. Cleveland is minus 170 with a Baker Mayfield who's a fucking bum himself right now.
I am afraid that Nick Chubb is just going to run for like 300 yards against this defense.
Nick Chubb. Oh yeah, he is a silver bullet that is going to dig through the.
I don't know if Hunt's coming back, but Dearness Johnson's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh. So I mean, obviously, both of these teams don't give me hope because,
they're probably neither are making the playoffs, unfortunately.
Yeah, these teams are just not. They're not going to get it done this year. But there is something on the line for
so much
Pittsburgh here. Pittsburgh is trying to keep their winning season, not having a losing season streak alive. I think Mike Tomlin is not like it would be like a personal insult for Pittsburgh. The team, the players. The team, like when they lost to Cleveland last year, that was like motherfucker. That's like when we lost to IU after I left Purdue. We were fucking disgusted. Yeah. People were like, you know what? Just cancel the whole fucking football team. We don't need one. No, not if we're losing to IU. That means it's over. Just fucking stop it. Well, basketball's still good. Fuck football. Like when Pittsburgh loses to Cleveland, bro.
That's gonna
be liable to tear down Heinz Field if they lose at home.
Yeah,
they need to tear the whole building down.
They need to tear that turf out of there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fucking the ankle claimer turf.
Ankle
claimers.
The Widowmaker
claiming motherfuckers. Achilles, ACLs, all the way from your knee to your ankle is in danger in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Shit, but you know what? I feel like Pittsburgh will pull it out.
I think so.
Along the agony.
Pride
that's the kind of season we have, man.
Pride is a crazy thing, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to get to 8 wins.
Before the fall.
Got to get to 8 wins somehow, somewhere.
9.
Well,
they
got to lose to
9
Cleveland
wins.
and then beat Baltimore.
Oh yeah, that's right. They got a tie. That's right.
Yeah, they got the tie.
Yeah, we can do the 8-8-1 shuffle. No matter what happens, like Tomlin still somehow gets to 8-8.
He said, "Not we ain't have a losing season. We ain't have a winning season. We had a season though.
By hook or
We
by
existed.
crook. Yeah,
We existed.
Wow.
We actually have upheld the tradition of excellence in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
As long as it is not an L next to the season, you keep your job.
We didn't make the playoffs, whatever. It's a good season.
Yeah, it's hey, we'll be watching. And I know you'll be posting on Twitter, so shit. I'll be waiting. All right, so that is it for this evening's Tiermaker. Guys, we went about 30 minutes over tonight. We appreciate you guys for hanging in there.
No problem.
Appreciate you 5 points, Justin, Urinate Tree, my guys here every week with us on the Tiermaker stream. This is obviously with John Madden, the whole situation with him passing away. We wanted to give that some attention and, took us over a little bit. So we appreciate everybody for being in here in the chat. We hope everyone has a good one. Tree, I know Tree just dropped Sports Ball. Didn't you drop? You dropped that just now, a few hours back. So make sure you check out Sports Ball. 5 points. What you got coming up? Well, I know you got another crazy video coming up.
I need to decide whether I'm going to do Ryan Fitzpatrick or some NFL rules that need to be changed before they're a problem. Before they become a problem.
I think the onside kick needs to go. I think they just need to do what the XFL was doing.
Nah, I like how it is now. I like how it's very hard to get an onside kick. Like, to me, if to put a defensive stop and like coming up with defensive stop is hard. 3 and out or four stops. Yeah. To boil that down to one play, one kick that you get lucky off of, that to me is bullshit.
Yeah,
it's literally luck. It's just you flip a coin and whichever way that ball bounces, you hope that some Butterfingers motherfucker who was dozing off in special teams meeting during the special situations portion of the meeting, you hope he's the cat that the ball comes to because he's gonna be terrified looking at that.
Like a 6 or 8% success rate this year.
It's like it's like 9. It's easier to get one on Madden than it is in real life.
Yeah, for sure. So I just don't like having a defensive stop come down to one play. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, no, I can feel you on that. Yeah. I can feel you on that. We'll see how it goes though. But that's it for us, guys. That's the Tiermaker stream. We'll see you guys next Wednesday for that'll be the season finale, right?
Yeah, that'll be the last Tiermaker. Yeah.
Last one for the regular season. And then we'll get cracking on the playoff situations after that. So we appreciate you guys for being in here. We'll see you all on the next week. We'll see you all next week on Lineman Life Live, Tiermaker stream. Yeah, I got my tongue. Cat got my tongue right there. But appreciate you guys. See y'all on the next one. We out.
Peace. Boom.